everybody, welcome to another trailer reaction here from the three of us. You are in the middle of the road to Cineverse. That's right, Cineverse is going to be coming back. So we're going to be doing these little videos here and there, trailer reactions, reviews, maybe even trying to bring in some of the new segments we want to be doing. So see what you guys think about that. And our official first episode is going to be Halloween when that movie comes out. That's going to be the first episode. So we're going to be coming to you with a couple little videos. It's going to be me, Elizabeth, and Adam. We are coming to you today with a trailer reaction to Suspiria, the second trailer from the director of Call Me By Your Name, Luca Guadagnino. I might have butchered that, but I tried.
Hey man,
you're close.
You're close. You got it.
I tried my
got
best. We saw the first trailer. We had a good time with that. Adam was in the middle of watching the original film.
Yeah.
Got kind of caught up, but what did you think of what you saw?
Very stylistic, very creepy. A lot of like nuance in just like the camera movements. The color palette is very striking. And having watched the first trailer and then having watched, a little bit of the original movie, it's kind of amazing to me how Luca Guadagnino was able to make this very much feel like a vintage old film.
Right.
And I think that's something that a lot of movies try to do nowadays, and they don't always hit the mark. You can still tell that it's a new movie that just sort of has like a filter of old school look to it.
Well, I think it helps that for Call Me By Your Name, he filmed that on film.
Yes,
and so
I believe it was shot on 16 millimeter.
I don't know what the case is with this.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. That first trailer kind of did have a filmy, old look to it. The other interesting thing about this is I believe the runtime, because I think it played at a festival, the runtime was released to be like 2 hours and 20 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
and the original was only like what, an hour and a half
almost? So
yeah.
he's really digging deep.
Yeah.
I don't know if we covered this in the first time. Elizabeth, have you seen Suspiria, the original?
No, I haven't.
I'd be very interested to see.
We should actually, you know what? We should just do like a movie night here and just watch it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be fun to watch.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. So yeah, this is coming out from Amazon Studios, who's done a hell of a job the last 2 years of releasing pretty killer fucking films.
Yeah.
So I guess let's just jump right into it. The story of ballet school and witches.
Real good.
Two things that usually go together.
Yeah. Yep. Here we go.
At the beginning, she gave me things. Perfect balance, perfect sleep. Oh, she wants to get inside of me. I can feel her. Oh, she can see me.
When you dance the dance of another, you make yourself in the image of its creator.
I feel like I'm not even here yet.
The dumple's incredible.
1, 2, 3.
The way she transmits her work.
You have to decide, what is it you want to be for this company?
There's more in that building than what you can see, Doctor.
You are living with dangerous people.
Ay.
Three muzzles. Pre-God, pre-devil. Muzzle tenebrarum, muzzle lacrimarum, and muzzle suspiriorum. Darkness, tears, and sighs.
You're making some kind of deal with them. I don't know what you're talking about.
Nope.
It's all a mess. The one out there. The one in here. The one that's coming.
Scowy. Belly scowy.
I'm
Son of a
all
bitch.
about that.
That looks great.
I want to go to Elizabeth first. What did you think of that?
Oh yeah, no, this looks creepy as hell.
It has really been like this has been kind of a banner year for horror movies between like uh judging hopefully if this is good, Halloween's good, Quiet Place,
Yep.
Hereditary.
Mhm.
Like it's been kind of a good little year for like real good creepy fucking movies that like stick to your craw.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a hell of a cast. I love that cast. And speaking of, because we had just watched the Halloween trailers before this one, originally this was supposed to be David Gordon Green who did
That's right.
Halloween.
Yeah.
He was going to do Suspiria with Natalie Portman
Mhm.
for
Mm.
like years, like for like almost like 10 years. They talked about that was going to be the movie, and then I feel like very quickly it didn't happen, and then it was it's Luca Guadagnino with this actress, boom, boom, boom. They filmed it.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems like it happened pretty
Oh,
quick.
interesting. Was that like around the same time as Black Swan?
I think so. I think it was kind of announced a little bit after that it's like, David Gordon Green, because also he had just worked with her on
Oh,
Your
right.
Highness.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
So I think people were like, and it's like, can David Gordon Green make a horror movie? And obviously he now just did with
Yeah.
Halloween.
No,
Whoop.
I'm glad that they didn't just take someone from Black Swan because, like, I think part of the point of this is that she's a young new dancer, right?
Mhm.
And Natalie Portman was already playing the
Right.
oldest, like this is her last shot because
Right.
she's too old to be a ballerina anymore. So
Right.
to switch her into this role seems odd.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I like Dakota Johnson a lot. And I mean, Tilda Swinton's Tilda Swinton. Like,
Yeah, she's
Can't go wrong with
amazing.
T-Swints.
and she's worked with Luca Guadagnino before, and I think the movie's called This Is Love, which is
Mhm.
also kind of an extreme, crazy kind of film. Yeah, there's imagery just in this trailer that I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
That is unsettling.
Yeah. Well, again, I think just like the first trailer, this trailer again does a really good job of sort of capturing that classic look, that like historic look, that period piece look really, really well. But obviously using modern technology, modern visual effects, and all that sort of
Yes.
stuff. But doesn't I think to your point where you're talking about how recently this year and last year in particular we've gotten really great horror. I think it's because they're not overutilizing things like visual effects. They're not overutilizing jump
Mhm.
scares. They're building suspense. And I think that's something that for a while was sort of lost in horror. It was more about just scaring people and being disgusting and gross. And not saying that that's bad. I think some movies did it really well, but I think too many times most movies did it poorly. And so sort of horror as a genre was considered just like cheesy and bloody and gory.
Well, they become just like, a world of sequels and easy.
Exactly.
Well, it's sort of
But
like
yeah.
no, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, the recent horror films that we've had that have become like so popular and critically acclaimed really focused on new stories
Yeah.
and new concepts, where like the premise is what really made them new and fresh, and they did it super well as well. But this one seems more like it's about just kind of the art of it and the visual imagery of it, which is also a cool thing to focus on.
Yeah.
Well, I think the other thing too about the horror movies the last couple of years is also they've made them very much about characters and less
Mhm.
about the concept of why it's scary. Like
Yes.
having, whatever you thought of Hereditary, there's still talk about Toni Collette should be nominated and all this other stuff. Like you're getting pedigree, great actors to now do these very character-driven horror films.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Whereas like 5 years ago, it would have been like the cast of a CW show.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that also helps kind of elevate everything that it's almost about like, we're going to do these horror films. What's happening to the characters as opposed to we're going to do these horror films. What's the thing?
Yeah.
The Slender Man.
Yeah. How do we scare people?
The Slender Man is in the woods.
Yeah. Well, I think the other thing too is Slender Man just came out and like literally nobody talked about it.
Oh, people talked about it, just not positively.
Exactly. it just came and went, and I think it also really comes down to like who are you getting to make these movies? You get somebody like Luca Guadagnino, David Gordon Green, Jordan Peele. You're getting people who are passionate not just about the genre but about what they're making. It's not
Right.
just about like I want to scare people. It's like how can I transport people and take them on a journey of some kind, whether
Right.
it's with the characters, but also like, how do I creep people out, but do it in a way that's creative and new and not just doing things that they did 10, 20, 30 years ago. So I think that sort of adds more to that layer of like new and interesting horror where it's still creepy and suspenseful and it can be bloody,
Right.
But it's more than just that. That's a part of it, but it's like you guys were saying about the characters.
And on the flip side, didn't Slenderman have something crazy like 5 or 6 producers attached to it?
Something.
It
Yeah.
has
So it's like horror by committee, whereas these
Exactly.
projects do seem like very personal passion projects.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, and I mean they're mostly being put out by like Amazon, who Amazon's this giant conglomerate and all those other things. But for the most part, everything we've heard about their movie side of things, they are very much like, because I believe the guy who runs the Amazon Studios side of things used to work for Sundance.
Okay.
So it's very much like
A very indie feeling.
yeah,
to
you're an
it,
artist,
yeah.
go make your thing. And
Yeah.
it's A24 and all
Yep.
these like studios that are, trying to be like indie about the artist, go make your
Mm-hmm.
movie kind of people.
Yeah, and I think you kind of need to. I think if you want to make quality, I mean, I think that goes for any movie, but
Yeah.
in particular horror, I think if you really want to you can't make these movies by committee. You need to sort of let the creator of the movie find what the movie is, and then let them go on that adventure, and sort of help, just support them in creating that, but don't necessarily be like, well, we have to have all these things. It needs to be this cookie cutter sort of a thing.
Yeah.
I think that's sort of the strengths of studios like Amazon and A24, and even honestly, like even Warner Brothers. The fact that they've let like James Wan take the Conjuring series and kind of let it be what it is. Obviously, there's highs and lows in that series, but at least it seems like they're allowing him to kind of have some sort of creative freedom and bring in other filmmakers who want to contribute something to the Conjuring series.
Yeah,
or other
we might be
movies.
seeing The Nun this weekend too.
Yeah.
So we'll come
Looks
back to you,
looks
tell
pretty
you
creepy. Looks
we'll
pretty
tell you if
creepy.
it was a high or a low.
Yeah, exactly. Overall, though, I think this trailer is great. It sets the tone really well. It creeps you out. It builds suspense, and just makes me more and more excited about not only the movie, but also like the career of some of the people in these movies.
Mhm.
Luca Guadagnino obviously is the director, but even people like Dakota Johnson, who in recent years has kind of been tied up with the 50 Shades series. But I love seeing actors who people are like, they're not that great. Kristen Stewart being another one of those people who then goes off and does very different things with her career. Even Robert Pattinson with Good Time, and you start to really see like, oh no, these actors are very talented. They just need to have the right projects and the right creative people behind them to help elevate them as an actor.
Yeah.
So
So we'll see. It comes out in a month.
Yeah.
So we'll be coming back at you with this one too when we go check this one. Are you going to be in Prague at this time when this film comes out?
this comes out at the end of October. I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah, I think if it's at the end of October, I'll be back.
Oh, I was gonna say you should see it in Prague.
Oh, I know. Oh man, we're gonna go watch Venom in Prague.
Oh boy,
That's
that'll
my
be-
trip.
That is a horror.
We'll see.
But yeah, guys, so please let us know what you thought about this one. Have you seen the original Suspiria? Did you like this trailer better than the first? Did you like both? Anything like that? Are you excited for this one? In the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching this as our road to Cineverse continues. Elizabeth, where can people find you online?
Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at ForwardPrefixKid.
Adam.
Just all socials at Adam Hlavik. Very simple.
And you can find me on twitter.com/JurassicAlien. Guys, keep it right here at Hyper RPG.